The 14 best places to visit in Spain. This video will completely change your travel list. Are you thinking only about Barcelona, Madrid, or Seville? Okay, we'll show those too. But even more fascinating are the lesser-known but photo-perfect places, things that are not mentioned in general guides. Today, we bring you drone-level visual hunting, from hidden gems to UNESCO World Heritage. Number 15. Hidden in the heart of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula is a colorful, vibrant, and historic city, Mérida. It is called the White City, not just for its white stone buildings, but also for its clean, bright, and vibrant atmosphere. Imagine walking down an ancient colonial street, surrounded by pastel-colored houses, a soft breeze swaying on the porch, and live mariachi music playing in the distance. This is Mérida, where the mysteries of the Mayan civilization and Spanish colonial heritage blend together to create a unique cultural experience. Plaza Grande, the heart of the city. Just standing here will make you feel the pulse of history. And right next to it stands proudly the Catedral de Mérida, one of the oldest cathedrals in the Americas. But Mérida is not just history. There are colorful markets, traditional Yucatecan food, and nearby clear blue cenotes where nature has painted a picture of paradise with its own hands. Culture by day, illuminated squares, and vibrant live performances by night. Mérida is a city that doesn't just show you, it makes you part of its story. Number 14. In the northwestern corner of Spain, hidden by the blue waters of the Atlantic, lies a dreamy coast, Rías Baixas. It's not just a beach, it's a wonderful blend of nature, taste, and culture, where every wave seems to tell you a new story. Imagine you are standing on a white sand beach, with the endless blue sea in front of you, green mountains in the distance, and small fishing boats bobbing in a calm rhythm in the middle. This is Rías Baixas, where time seems to move slowly, and every moment becomes a unique experience. This region is famous for its seafood and world-class Albarino wine, with the city of Cambados in particular being the capital of this flavor. And if you're looking for the pure beauty of nature, the white sand beaches of Isla Cíes will remind you of a secret island in the Caribbean. But Rías Baixas is not just about scenery. It's a feeling where the salty sea air, rocky cliffs, and the golden light of the sunset come together to create a magical atmosphere. Number 13. In the northwest of Spain, on a foggy, rocky road, lies a beautiful meeting place of history and spirituality, Santiago de Compostela. It is not just a city, it is the dream destination of millions of pilgrims for centuries. Imagine walking down an ancient cobblestone alley, surrounded by medieval buildings, and the sound of church bells ringing in the distance. At the heart of this city stands the majestic Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela, where St. James is buried, and where the famous Camino de Santiago pilgrimage route ends. Its golden stone architecture sparkles in the daylight, and in the evening the squares fill with music, laughter, and the joy of life. There's a story hidden around every corner. The perfect blend of Romanesque, Gothic, and Baroque architectural styles seems to have stood still for time. But Santiago is not just a city of history, it is a city of emotions, where weary travelers reach the final frontier of their dreams with tears in their eyes, and tourists find a strange peace. Number 12. A dreamy archipelago spread across the blue waters of the Mediterranean Sea, the Balearic Islands, where the sun, the sea, and the feeling of freedom come together to create a perfect travel experience that is impossible to forget once you see it. Each island in this archipelago has its own character. Mallorca will offer you the dramatic beauty of mountains and sea. Ibiza is known for its world-famous nightlife and secluded coves. Menorca is a quiet, green, and family-friendly paradise. And Formentera, like the European version of the Caribbean with its clear turquoise waters. Imagine yourself lying on a golden sandy beach, with yachts anchored in the distance, blue sky overhead, and the soft Mediterranean breeze all around. Standing on a mountain cliff at sunset, when the golden light melts into the ocean water, it feels like this moment is the true meaning of life. But the Balearic Islands are not just about parties and beaches. There are ancient villages, traditional Spanish food, olive groves, and centuries-old castles. Number 11. The Canary Islands are a stunning chain of volcanic islands spread across the Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Africa. It is not just a holiday destination, it is a living display of nature's dramatic forms, where fire, sea, and sky come together to create a spectacular scene. Imagine you are standing on a beach of black volcanic sand, with a deep blue sea in front of you, and smoky mountains in the distance. At the heart of this archipelago is Spain's highest peak, Mount Teide, located on the island of Tenerife, and watching the sunrise from its peak is like stepping onto another planet. Gran Canaria will offer you a variety of desert-like dunes and green valleys, and Lanzarote will remind you of the surface of the moon with its strange volcanic landscape. The Canary Islands are a place where you can surf, hike in the mountains, and enjoy dinner under the starry sky at night, all in the same day. Number 10. Malaga is a vibrant city on the southern coast of Spain, sparkling in the sun. Where the blue waters of the Mediterranean, the tradition of Andalusia, and the rhythm of modern life come together to create a unique travel experience. Imagine you're walking along the beach, a light, salty breeze blowing through your hair, waves crashing on the golden sand in the distance, and a mountain range rising behind the city. The history of this city seems to be carved into every stone, especially the ancient fortress, Alcazaba of Malaga, from which the panoramic views of the entire city and the sea will fascinate you for a long time. Malaga is not only a city of history, it is also a city of art. The legendary artist Pablo Picasso was born here, and the famous Museo Picasso Malaga, built around his memory, is an essential destination for art lovers. Relaxing on the beach during the day, tasting tapas and local cuisine in the afternoon, and walking the narrow streets of the old town filled with lights at night? Malaga is a city where every moment is vibrant, warm, and full of excitement. Number 9. Bilbao is a modern yet traditional city nestled between mountains and rivers in the heart of Spain's Basque region. The city, which was once an industrial city, has today transformed into one of the most stylish and creative destinations in Europe. Imagine you are walking along the banks of the Nervión River, and suddenly you see an architectural marvel of silvery titanium ripples in front of you. This is the world-famous Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, which is not just a museum, but a symbol of the rebirth of the entire city. But Bilbao is not limited to modern art. Walking through the narrow streets of the old town, Casco Viejo, you will find centuries-old churches, traditional markets, and lively plazas, where the city comes alive with the laughter and conversation of locals. And speaking of food, the Basque region's famous pinchos, small but incredibly flavorful dishes, will give you a new experience every time. Bilbao is a city where old and new meet in perfect balance, where the journey of art, culture, and taste moves forward together. Number 8. Toledo, a former capital and living museum of history, sits atop a hill in the heart of Spain. The city is called the City of Three Cultures because Muslim, Christian, and Jewish cultures have developed side by side here for centuries, leaving behind a remarkable architectural heritage. Imagine yourself ascending a narrow stone path, surrounded by ancient walls, iron balconies, and silent history. Suddenly, the majestic Toledo Cathedral appears in front of you. Its Gothic architecture and interior artwork will fascinate you for a long time. This city was once home to the famous painter El Greco, and his artwork still lives on in the city's museums and churches. And the historic Alcazar of Toledo, standing above, seems to have been watching over the entire city for centuries. At sunset, when the Tagus River bathes the city in golden light, Toledo feels like a fairy tale. Number 7. In the heart of Andalusia, Spain, lies a unique wonder of history and architecture, Córdoba. It was once one of the richest and most enlightened cities in Europe, where knowledge, culture, and religion flourished together to create a golden age. Imagine walking down a narrow cobblestone street, surrounded by whitewashed houses, colorful flower pots hanging from the windows, and the scent of orange blossoms wafting through the air. Suddenly, an architectural marvel stands before you, the legendary Mezquita Catedral de Córdoba, where hundreds of red and white arches create an infinite geometric beauty, and within which the unique blend of Islamic and Christian architecture will transport you beyond the boundaries of time. Walking through the narrow streets of the Juderia de Córdoba, the Jewish quarter of the Old City, it feels as if history is still breathing here. And the Roman Bridge of Córdoba, bearing memories of the Roman era, stands like a silent witness in the sunset light. Córdoba is a city where every wall, every courtyard, and every courtyard tells you a story. Number 6. San Sebastian is a dreamy seaside town hidden between the mountains and the waves of the Atlantic, on the Basque coast of Spain. What locals call Donostia, and travel enthusiasts know as one of the most beautiful and delicious cities in Europe. Imagine yourself standing on the golden sands of the famous crescent-shaped La Concha beach, the blue sea lapping calmly in front of you, and the green mountains gently embracing the city in the distance. This scene looks like a postcard, but everything here is real, alive, and incredibly beautiful. Walking through the narrow streets of the old part of the city, Parte Vieja, you will discover history, vitality, and the heartbeat of Basque culture. And speaking of food, San Sebastian is famous around the world for its pinchos and Michelin-starred restaurants, where every small plate is a work of art. The view of the entire bay, from the top of Monte Igueldo at sunset, will make you feel as if time has stopped. Number 5. Valencia is a vibrant city, built on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, a perfect blend of history and future. Where ancient Gothic architecture and ultra-modern design stand side by side, creating a remarkable contrast that will captivate you at first sight. Imagine, you are walking through the narrow streets of an old city, surrounded by centuries-old buildings, and suddenly, a white, curvy architecture like a city of the future appears in front of you. This is the famous City of Arts and Sciences, where the Science Museum, the Opera House, and one of the largest aquariums in Europe come together to create a stunning complex. But Valencia is not just a story of modernity. This is where Spain's traditional dish paella was born. And as soon as you enter the local market, Mercado Central, you will be lost in a festival of colors, smells, and flavors. And if you love the sea, watching the sunset on the golden sands of Malvarosa Beach will be a memorable experience. Valencia is a city where culture, food, and architecture come together to create a celebration of life. Number 3. Seville, a romantic city in the heart of Andalusia, Spain, pulsating with the scent of orange blossoms and the rhythm of flamenco. Where history, emotion, and color combine to create an atmosphere that will capture you from the very first moment. Imagine you are standing in front of one of the largest Gothic cathedrals in the world, the majestic Seville Cathedral, and next to it, the iconic bell tower, La Giralda, reaches the sky, from where the view of the entire city's golden roofs and narrow streets will fascinate you for a long time. But the real magic of Seville lies within the majestic Real Alcázar of Seville. where intricate Moorish designs, tranquil gardens, and the sound of a fountain will transport you to a fairy tale world. Number 2. In the heart of Spain, a magnificent capital, resounding with the powerful rhythm of history and modernity, Madrid. The city that never sleeps, where every street, every plaza, and every night pulls you towards a new experience. Imagine you are standing in the busy and vibrant Puerta del Sol, in the heart of the city, where Madrid's rhythmic life begins, and just a few steps away, the reddish buildings and open spaces of the historic Plaza Mayor take you back centuries. Madrid is a paradise for art lovers, as it is home to the world-famous Prado Museum, where priceless works of art by Velázquez and Goya stand as silent witnesses to history. And if you want to see royal splendor, go to the magnificent Royal Palace of Madrid. Its vast palace and ornate rooms tell the story of Spain's royal heritage. Relaxing in the park during the day, excitement in the tapas bar at night, and the vibrant city lights at night, Madrid is a city where life is celebrated in every moment. Number 1. Barcelona. A unique city on the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, is an explosion of art, architecture, and creativity, where every street is like a canvas, and every building is a work of art, which will captivate you from the first moment. Imagine standing in front of a stunning structure, with soaring towers and intricate designs, the legendary Sagrada Familia. It is the dream creation of the great architect Antoni Gaudí, and every detail of it is a wonderful combination of nature and imagination. Walking down La Rambla, the heart of the city, you will see street artists, the hustle and bustle of coffee shops, and the colorful rhythm of life. And a little further away, the colorful mosaics and mountaintop views of Park Güell will offer you an unforgettable panorama. Sunbathing on Barceloneta Beach during the day, tapas in the afternoon, and music all night long. Barcelona is a city where life is about celebrating. That was all for our top 14 travel destinations in Spain. What you saw with your eyes, mind, and heart. Now is the time to experience the Spain of your dreams. Live in your own life.